Alright, back up at the west corner of my property, or the southwest corner of my property, and I decided I could have probably ran the fence like 5 feet off the road, but I decided to keep it back a little bit since I got the neighbors right over here, and with the amount of dogs that I have, I didn't want them, you know, right up here at the street line barking and yelping at them and their birds and their dogs and everything all the time. So I decided to go back about, I think it was about 20 feet, maybe 25 feet. I'm going to be putting a, by the way, before I lose track, I don't know if you guys can see it yet, but according to the neighbor and all the online stuff I was telling you about for the property line, that's it right here. This white post on the other side of the street. There used to be one over here, but the previous owner was, well, he never followed any rules with property line and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to be putting a wooden post here in the corners and then just follow that line down that direction. And this is what I got done today. So I didn't take any pictures while I was building it, but I had lines stretched across here so I could get it as straight as possible. But and all of the posts line up within about an inch of each other. They're not perfect, but whatever. And my original plan was to put down this fabric so I can hopefully prevent, you know, growth coming up along the fence line, so it's easier to take care of. What I'm planning to do is after the fence is in, I'm going to be putting another like 18 to 2 foot section of fence laying on the ground and attached to the bottom of the fence, and then I'm going to get a bunch of probably 2-inch gravel and dump it along the bottom of the fence line and on top of that other fencing. And that should hold this will hold that down, and then it'll prevent the dogs from trying to dig out, since they'll hit, you know, rock and the old fencing and the fencing on the ground. So, and then along this whole front section, I'm going to be getting those plastic slats that you put into the fence line to block their view from seeing out. So, like I said, even from here they'll still be able to look over and be barking at the neighbor, and it'll also give me a nice privacy, because the property kind of slopes down that direction. So having the fence up here and having a plastic shade on it, anybody standing up here won't be able to see down into the property. So it'll be like total privacy. I like it. Not that there's a whole bunch of people out here. I've got this neighbor and that's it. The next closest neighbor is about a half a mile that direction. So anyway, so let's see. Every 7 posts is 49 feet. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right. And then at the current moment, this is a 25-foot opening. And I really don't want it that big. Especially, I forgot while the guy was here. These were covered with a bunch of dirt. I didn't see them. There's a tree stump here. And another tree stump right here. Sticking up. So I could probably dig down around it and cut it off lower, which I'll probably do before I lay my driveway. But I'm probably going to put in some wooden posts right at the edge of these, right at the inside edge of these stumps, and that'll give me a 12-foot opening. It'll be cheaper to buy just one single 12-foot gate than trying to hang a double gate. So, but we'll see when we get to that point. I gotta leave it open for now because the electric still needs to be installed and all kinds of other stuff. So, and then instead of going straight this direction and cutting off a whole bunch of my yard, since that's my since their property line ends right here at the edge of my driveway, right here, the edge of the forest right there, going that direction, kind of an angle, is my property also. So I'm having the driveway instead of going that way, turning in this way and going down to my cabin way back there. And the best thing I could think of for the fencing over here was to put it in an angle. Instead of like starting here and going over here, I didn't want to have anything around the power pole in case they ever need to come out and do anything to it and the fence is not in the way. So I thought I'd just start it right here and then kind of diagonal down to the driveway. So we had 24 posts over there, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And then I'm going to put a wooden post right here. Again, this is also going to be a 12-foot opening. Right now it's 14 foot to give me a little bit of room to put posts in. But it'll be a 12-foot opening here for a secondary gate for coming in on this side of the property if I want to. And then from the wood post over, this is my property over here too, all those woods, and I have not been down in there and explored any of that yet since I've owned this, since I bought this 3 months ago, or 4 months ago. Actually, it's been 5 months now. Oh, good gravy. You see what I see? Tires. A pile of tires. Joy me. It just never stops. Every time I mean, it's good that it's winter now and I can see into the forest. It's good to know that crap's there. I will get that out next time I'm here with the trailer. So, anyway, I also found this while I was walking earlier. More trash. Anyway, back to the fence line. I have to leave this open a good distance. It's like a 20-foot opening right now because I had somebody come and look at the trailer earlier this morning, and he has the truck and the permits required. He's moved dozens of them before and he has no problem moving this. He looked it over and said that it will be no problem hooking up and pulling it out of there. And he said I don't have to remove any trees. He said he'll have no problem swinging that out of there. Just might have to cut down a couple more branches up in the trees, like one or two more branches up, just so it doesn't snag. So anyway, back to the fence line. I decided to stop here. This fence is in, or this post is in, but the fence will continue on this side of the driveway opening. And I've just got the line in for now, and I'm going to have it come down this way. And somewhere along here I'm going to put in a gate so I can access this side of the property once I eventually get to that point. And stop right here at the corner and then turn. And this is the new stuff that I recently opened up. I was originally going to have the fence turn that way and go down in front of all these woods, but I decided to have it cleared open and do a little bit more. And then right here to this corner, and then 90-degree turn and go straight down that way. And if you guys saw my other video of showing this cleared path, I had all this cleared out. because the way the property works, it's got a big chunk of property somewhat missing. Well, not really missing, it's just because of the way the creek turns down here. So that is still mine right over there. It just kind of, mine goes down that way. And then right here you'll see, after we turn this corner, the fence is going to turn a couple of times down here. I decided not to go all the way over into there for now. We can always expand later. Right here I showed you, here's the property line at the center of the creek. Because the creek is way over there, and then it comes back this way and kind of does like a big horseshoe around, and that's not my property. So it's not a big deal. Still got plenty of property. There's the dam for the lake. So opening all this up down here will now have, it'll give me at least 5 to maybe 5.5 acres fenced in now for the dogs. So that'll be awesome. And then eventually, you know, I'll open up like pathways down to the creek and like fence off sections of the creek or something where they can come down here and play. You know, do like temporary, you know, that plastic roll fencing that I can roll out to some permanent posts and just kind of like set it out so the dogs can run down and play in the creek every once in a while unsupervised, knowing that they can't get out and run. So, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, it's time to get out of here. I've been here since 7 this morning, and it's like probably 2 p.m. by now. Got an hour and a half drive home. But it's coming together finally. Finally getting some fencing in. Heck yeah. So, alright. I'll see you guys later.